DJOYbeat.com.
Hi, this is Gene with DJOYbeat, and I'm going to give you the first look at the new Crane Elite laptop stand. Crane stands have been a favorite of mine for years, and when they said that they did a revamp to it, I had to take a look. This is actually the first review in the world of this stand. Now, there's a couple things I want to point out. It basically has the same footprint that the last one did. It's really nice, and really, actually, it's under 3 pounds. Pretty much the same, height, fits right in my bag, just like my last one did. The next thing I wanted to show you is how it basically pops up. So I can just pull this here and get it into place. And it also turns from side to side about 15 degrees, so you can basically make it tighten down at an angle for your use if that's what you're looking for. Personally, that's not what I'm looking for, but there are a lot of customers who want that flex in their laptop stand. As we all know, one really cool thing about the Crane stand is you can configure it several different ways. If you haven't seen the Z position already, it's what I use every time when I perform. So basically you just loosen it up here, and let's get that down into, get ready for Z, and then basically just, and here we go. And now that it's in the Z position, as you can see, it's pretty much like a Z, but I've taken it a little bit further down, and the reason I do that is because I like to use it in the studio. So what I have here is an Ableton push, and I can take my Ableton push and set it right up here, and now I can drum on it and use it a lot better than I can if it's on a tabletop, because when it's on the tabletop, everything's further away from me at the top, and now everything's up in my face. If I wanted to put it completely up, I was able to do that also. One really cool feature about this is its telescoping ability, and this is something I've always wanted from the Crane stands. Other laptop companies are doing it, but they're not really doing it safely, and what Crane has done is they've really brought the stability to telescoping that really hasn't been seen in the industry of laptop stands. So let me show you how it works. You can just pull it straight up here, tighten it down. Now, I believe this gets to about 15 inches or just under that. You can loosen it back up, tighten it back down, and you can also pull it completely off. Now that it's tightened down, I want to show you some of the other new features that make it stand out from all the other laptop stands out there. Well, it's got an aluminum tray right here, and it's very, very durable. It can hold, I think it's rated up to 15 pounds, and that you can put on here. But one thing that I thought was very compelling are these little screws right here. Now, me, I'm a big MIDI controller guy, and I'm always bringing different types of controllers for studio work or for performances. So the ability to take this tray off and put a different one on is pretty awesome, and I'm hoping that they're going to include this in future versions. One other thing I'd like to point out is these nice silicone pads here. So basically when the laptop is resting, it has a really nice grip on whatever surface you put on, and I've tried to get it to slide off of really slick surfaces, and I wasn't able to. One thing that I thought was very remarkable about this stand is the forged aluminum body pieces here. So what they've done is they've upgraded the materials and retooled their facilities for forged aluminum. They've made the telescoping components very, very durable. So if you look here, I'm just going to pull this off. The hardware that they used is all metal, and if you look on other companies that have telescoping devices, if it's cheaply made, it will be made out of plastic, because once this tightens down, it breaks the hardware and it breaks everything in it. This is going to stand up to, pretty much the roughest beating you can give it. It's really, really nice, and I've actually banged it up myself here just to try and test it, and it still works perfectly. Last but not least, I want to talk about probably the most significant change to the Crane stand. So in previous versions, the way that you tighten it down is by a little lever that basically locks it into place. Now they have what is known as a spline, and it's these little teeth that you see here, and basically what you can do is you just loosen it up, choose the position that you want, and then you tighten it down, and it locks these teeth into position. Now these teeth are the same type of metal that the rest of the stand is, so it's going to stand up just like every other piece of the stand. In closing, I just want to say that I think that the Crane Elite is a really good deal. From all the new features that they put on, like the telescoping, the upgraded material, and even this cool little handle and the wide base. I just think that it's the best laptop stand on the market. I really can't wait to get my hands on one, and I can't wait for you to also.